Many of you with the first homework assignment did a really nice job combining straight lines and actual curves to try to get your letters made. And so here's an example of a nice one that one of your classmates produced. And so we get this nice curve with the R. And while you weren't certainly required to do that, many of you did do that. And so this person did a really nice job. We get a nice curve on the R, and in fact using two curves to make the D, using two quarter turns both at the top and the bottom. Really nice program. But you'll notice here that this person has done gliding with their creation of the initials. And so we got kind of this nice pace that the cat is moving, and that cat changes pace when he makes the curve. It takes a long time to make this curve right here. And then he picks up speed again, and he goes fast, and then he's slow on the curve, and then fast on the straightaway, and then slow on the curve again. And so you remember the way that we make the curves is to just do a repeat and with a bunch of small turns, right? And so this right here is the equivalent of half a circle. So 180 times we turned 1 degree and moved 1 step, and so we're making part of a circle as we come around through here. Well, this person noticed that these turns are much slower, and not only are they slow, which sort of disrupts the nice flow the cat had, right? I mean, the cat has a certain speed as he's going on straightaways, and then follows a different speed on those turns. The other thing is, just from the point of view of the grader of this, if you have to watch a whole bunch of really slow turns, it takes a little bit longer. Now, I know I'm nitpicking here if I'm going to actually complain about that, but nonetheless, the issue is, how could we make those turns go faster? What can we do to speed up the cat? Well, the reality is you can't formally make the cat go faster. There's nothing I can do in here that says to the cat, go faster. However, I can make the cat appear to go faster. And so, I mean, this is, we're talking semantics here. I can't make him go faster, but I can make him appear to move faster. And I can do that by simply changing the parameters of this turn. This turn right here is a half circle, right? Well, rather than making that half circle be 180 moves of 1 degree in 1 step, I can actually make it be a smaller number of moves with slightly larger steps, right? And so one thing I could do is just go in here with 90 and steps, turns of 2 and 2 steps each time. And you'll notice that when we do that, the cat should appear to go basically twice as fast to that turn now, because he's making half as many turns, right? And you notice it still gives the same general appearance at the end, right? We're still making, in essence, that half circle because we're 90 times turning 2 degrees. So we've turned 180 degrees with all of that. And so that works out pretty well. And in fact, you can take this really small, right? I mean, I could get this down to 36 and 6, still adding up to, you know, figuring out to 180, factoring to 180, not a problem at all. In fact, my discovery is that you can get down pretty low with that. We could even go down to 18 turns of 10 and 10. Again, notice that we still have this product of 180, so we're getting, in essence, the same exact parameter. My experience with playing this, and yours might be different, is that as long as you're down to about 30 or more turns for the equivalent of a full circle, right? So since this is a half circle and we're turning 18, the full circle would be 36. I think that as long as you're above about 30 for a full circle, it still is going to get a nice arc. I'm just starting to get a little bit of sort of ragged edge here, even at 36. We certainly would see that if I went down to, let's just do it this way. Let's go to 9 turns of 20. Now you definitely are starting to get some raggedness to the edge, but it's still a curve and not bad at all. Although I would actually say that one went faster through that turn. And so you can play with just those different parameters. Just again, recognize that as long as these sort of factor out to, in this case, 180, because we want 180 degrees total turn, it's still going to work just fine.